Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Damansara, Uptown, Malaysia, weighing in at 144 flying mice. He is your fellow Uptown lowlife, Cornelius What was that? What was that intro? What was that intro? In any case, folks, welcome to my stream. My name is Cornelius Low. I am a professional wrestler turned VTuber. Yes, indeed. Rather strange day, isn't it? Some of you who are here may or may not be aware that I actually had an afternoon stream, actually a daytime stream. That was another platform, Bilibili. Played a bit of Valorant. That was an interesting romp. It was like Apex Legends, but a lot more tactical, a lot more twitchy. I would argue, and Apex is is also a very twitchy game, but with Valorant, it almost feels like if you miss your shot, you might as well be dead. You might as well be digging your own grave. Well, now is our chance to just cool down a little, relax a little, and by playing this game here, Flying Mouse by Cheese Moon. Yes, Cheese Moon is a fellow VTuber. Actually, I believe she's a cheese magician, if I'm not wrong. And she actually seemed to have developed a passion for game development. Actually, I don't know how it started in game design. And so, I believe this is her first ever game that she made. Actually, she made it from scratch, essentially. So all the assets here, all the mechanics, she made herself. Obviously, when you see the game, it is clearly inspired by Flappy Bird. This is obviously a Flappy Bird type of game, but color me impressed. Color me very impressed, actually, that she went out of her way to make her own game. You hear VTubers doing all sorts of nonsense, gaming, making tier lists, going on dates with each other, roleplay streams, very sussy roleplay streams, very, very sussy roleplay streams, that sort of thing. But making games? That's almost unheard of. Almost. And Cheese Moon might be the only one in Malaysia that I've heard of that's actually done something like this. So kudos to her, actually. Kudos to her. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it. I asked permission from her. Hey, she said, hey, can I stream a game? And she said, yeah, go for it. It's just, there's not much to it. And I said to her, no, it's all right. It's all right. I want to do this. I always want to challenge myself in playing more unknown games, because yes, obviously I know the reception to this stream won't be as great as if I were to play something like Apex Legends or God of War or I don't know a big, well-marketed visual novel type of game. This is not that type of game at all. This is an indie game, which you can go online right now to check out yourself. Right, 1 second, folks. I'm just gonna do a little bit of housekeeping. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to link. Now, obviously, the links are all in the credits, but I'm just going to link them right now. Okay, first up, let me just grab this. There, the first link is the link to this website here. Basically, this is a browser game essentially. So just check it out. No need for you just simply plug and play. Simple as that. And next here's Cheese Moon's socials. Do check her out, folks. Do give us your support. I believe she's actually trying to make her own game actually, like a more complex game, like using what's the word, unity and all that. So that's really interesting. So I really respect that hustle, essentially. You know, that she's willing to go out of her way to make an entire game, and she streams as well. Actually, do I want do I want to add to her streams? Do I want to like link her channels? Well, might as well, might as well, might as well. Okay, let me just grab it lickety quick. There we go. There we go. There. Now, I think without further ado, folks, let's check out this game, shall we? Honestly speaking, this is an excuse for me to just honestly relax a little and just like chat, chatty chat, because this is essentially how the game goes. Boing, boing. With a single click of a button, this mouse shall fly. It will pass through all of these pillars, being very careful not to hit on any of them, for any impact onto the pillars or even the clouds below results in instant death. This mouse here is striving, desperate to deliver this heart to, well, darn, I don't know what exactly. Is there a story there? I don't know. I'm not even sure if there's an end. And I've played this game before. I've reached about close to 60, I think. Close to 60. I don't know. I'm a terrible gamer. You know, to those that saw me play Valorant, I hit 3. I hit 3. Oh darn. Yeah. Yeah, can you tell I'm not the best gamer at all? You folks should see me in Valorant just now. Gods, I was a paradigm of mediocrity. But you know, when has mediocrity ever stopped me in doing things I like, you know? 8? Okay. Alright, I can see where this is going. Oh, gods. Okay, I need to focus a little. Nope. When has mediocrity ever stopped me? You know, I am famous, infamous even, for being terrible in things, you know. What do I mean by that? Well, put it this way, folks. I taught myself as a professional wrestling VTuber. But was I always that way? No, I started as a pro wrestling trainee, a mere trainee, and you could argue not one of the ones that inspired confidence. Not at all. Not at all. You ask any of my coaches, any of them who's even tried to teach me, knows that I was a struggle to teach. Not because I had an attitude, not because 38. Not because I wasn't like physically disabled or anything like that. No, I actually was fairly abled. But of course, I came in with some past injuries. That's for certain. But I was still able to move about and stuff. But my goodness, was I uncoordinated AF? Was I physically still just unimpressive? I know to this day I still look unimpressive. But you should see me back then. Back then I looked like I didn't belong. I looked rail thin. I looked sad. I looked like I was the one being bullied as opposed to the one that is the bully, you know? I was the one that will give lunch money as opposed to take lunch money. I was the one that will be stuffed into lockers than stuffing into lockers. I was the sub to all the DOMs and even to the other subs as well. I was the sub. Let's put it that way, you know? So I was a sad little man. There was no questioning there whatsoever, you know? And, well, that changed a little. You know, I can at least say that I'm different from all those from that half a decade ago, you know? I've bulked up a little more. I'm able to do some stuff physically that I'll be very, very shocked to do in the past, you know? I'm a lot more confident now, that's for sure. Pro wrestling has taken a lot from me, but it's also given a lot to me at the same time. It's very I have a very strange relationship with pro wrestling, that's for certain, you know? Which is my long-winded way of saying, oh god, it takes me forever to get good in something. It took me forever to get halfway decent in Apex. I think it'll take me even longer to get good with Valorant because there's a lot of stuff I still don't understand, like the mechanics, understanding the map, the tactics, how to cooperate with your teammates. At least when I came into Apex, I at least read up and researched a lot before I even began Apex. So I knew at least how abilities were, the rules of the game, that sort of thing. Valorant, I went in borderline blind. Borderline blind. I had no idea what half the weapons did. I have no idea what most of the agents do, And this is a game where it's basically League of Legends first person shooter. Yeah. Actually, that's a good way to look at it, actually. It is League of Legends FPS edition. Instead of shooting down minions and attempting to destroy the Nexus, you're trying to plant a spike or destroy the spike and use your multitude of abilities and armaments in order to eliminate the enemy or achieve the goals. So yeah, it's a little hairy to understand. It's gonna take me a while, but again, I'm in this for a long haul. So who knows? Maybe I'll develop an even larger interest, or the interest will wane. All I can say is that I'm willing to give it a chance. Why not? After all, pro wrestling gave me a chance. I should give other things a chance. If there's anything I've learned over the years, is that you gotta give some stuff a chance before you can make a decisive decision about it. I've said this before many times that I'm trying to be very careful with what I like, because when I like something, I tend to go pretty hard, such as nature. At one point, I got very involved with certain stuff related to nature. Oh, 77. That's my record so far. Not bad. And I must say, I very nearly went all in when it comes to nature stuff. Believe it or not, to the point where I was thinking whether I want to whether this was my new calling. But alas, I sort of chose VTubing instead. Actually, for the simple reason that it was a creative outlet as opposed to nature, where to those that work with in wildlife jobs or nature conservation knows that, oh gosh, it can be quite a slog. It can be a bit of a PR nightmare. It can be, I hate to say it, but a bit unrewarding actually, as opposed to VTubing, where there's a bit of a grind after all. There is a lot to handle. But hey, at least you get to play games. At least you get to interact with people. At least you get to have fun along the way, entertain while being entertained yourself. So I enjoy that. Oh, I'm getting into the swing of things. All right. Get the flow state. That's what we want. We like to see the flow state in pro wrestling, in gaming and stuff. It is when you are in the flow state that is when you are at your most optimal. You don't overthink stuff. You're not trying to be self-conscious. You're just in the state of doing. And when you are in the state of doing, that is when you are at your best. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, need to be careful. Are we getting faster? I'm actually not sure. But we're getting somewhere. Oh. Flow state. Oh. Flow state. Oh. Flow state. Oh. No. I'm leaving on a mouse plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. La 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 la. I'm leaving on a mouse plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Why am I singing this song? I don't even know the lyrics. Are there any songs where I really know the lyrics on? Not sure. Oh, I distracted myself with the singing. ah, let's try. I've been using this BGM for a while now. In past streams, I mean. Let's try another one. Let's use my ending one. Here we go. How about this one? Maybe this is a more dreamy one for this game. Oh, unlucky. We keep going. We keep going. Oh, there we go. There we go. I am sort of aware that I am playing like two very relaxing games in a row. You know, at least on consecutive days. Yesterday, I played Big Sana, which is a very relaxing fishing style game. You get to collect different collectibles, and now I'm playing a Flappy Bird style game. Oh, actually, do you guys know about Flappy Bird? Actually, do you guys know about Flappy Bird? Which is what this game is clearly inspired by. Quite a tragic story, actually. You know, it was a very minimal, simple game. You literally play with a touch of a mouse or a touch on your smartphone, essentially. That's it. It was the simplest game ever. And it became incredibly successful, you know. It's just one of those games that you just pick up and go. Especially when it was on a smartphone. Oh, you know, it was like the easiest thing to just like get in and grind and enjoy yourself, and you can go about your day with no worries, you know? Perfect little pick-me-up game in that sense. Go, little mousey, go. Or in the case of the Flappy Bird, go, little Flappy Bird, go. Now that I think about it, that bird has some fat lips. Well, that's the thing. It was a bird, but it had lips. That was fun and strange. But that wasn't the controversial part of the game. It's just that, I don't know, the creator sort of, unfortunately, I don't know the full story, but it wasn't a happy ending for him, with him and Flappy Bird, unfortunately. People harassed him over it. People bugged him about it. That game became incredibly viral, essentially. Incredibly popular. But man, it seemed to have caused him a bit of heartache, you know? So unfortunately, some folks just don't deal with fame or suddenly being viral or pushback very well. You know, I don't think he ever said anything controversial or anything like that. It was just that a lot of people just had a lot of like very strong thoughts about this game, and yeah. oh, lucky. Oh, so it was just really unfortunate, you know. So, as someone who is a content creator myself, both in professional wrestling and VTubing, and I consider pro wrestling almost like content creation in a sense. It is in some ways, because I am creating content. I'm putting on matches. These matches go online. I also cut promos to promote these matches. I'm involved in the marketing of companies. So what ends up happening is, you know, I think it's so important for every content creator, no matter what type you are, to be able to handle PR, handle public perception, media, that sort of thing very carefully, with a very careful and diplomatic hand. What do I mean by careful and diplomatic? Careful in the sense that, you know, you just be careful not to like say anything too stupid. Obviously, feel free to say whatever's on your mind. Go ahead. But understand that, you know, words can have consequences. So just gotta be careful not to end up saying stuff that is, you know, for instance, like I'll give a very clear-cut example. I try my best not to break my own rules. You know, I obviously in my descriptions I have like, oh gods, so many rules, right? But I put them there just so that I can have a peaceful and orderly chat. Obviously, y'all want to go bonkers, go ahead. Oh darn, 98. But, you know, I would like to avoid any discriminating remarks. I would like to avoid spam. I would like to avoid just bad behavior on my channel. You know, so that's why I'm trying to avoid. So I need to make sure that I behave in a way that also encourages good behavior and people adhering to the rules and that sort of stuff. Oh, 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 nice. So I just need to be very careful about that. And I think, and so what about the second half of what I said? Careful and diplomatic. So what's diplomatic? This is a little trickier. This is when you're dealing with people who are actually giving you pushback, who are giving you unwarranted criticism or just being outright toxic towards you and that sort of thing. What do you do about that? Oh, that was very close. So what do you do about that? Well, that's when you have to be diplomatic. Sometimes you just have to be, super nice about it. Sometimes you have to be very civil and, instead of like being as angry as them or being as toxic as them, because guess what? Two wrongs don't make a right. A lot of folks, especially younger folks, don't understand this. But that's just an uncomfortable truth that two wrongs don't make a right. If you're saying something stupid and you say something stupid back at them, guess what? You might be in trouble as well. Whether you agree with it or not, um, or whether you agree with what you said, almost doesn't matter. It's a statement itself that could be very harmful or could be or could carry a lot of very loaded meanings. Why do you want to parrot it? Why did you say it in the first place? I remember I have a pretty vivid memory. There's this American actor and celebrity. His name is Jonah Hill. You might have heard of him. He's been in some very high profile movies. Oh, I should try to save some of my high scores. I was on 93 just now. I should have tried to save that. Let's try to hit 3 digits. Let's see what happens if I hit 3 digits. So he said something that was essentially homophobic. He said it in reference to something, and he made a homophobic statement. And he was on a late night show. I think it was Jimmy Fallon, and he talked up, and he actually, before the interview even started, he actually wanted to he actually like began the interview with him actually wanting to take the time to talk about what he said, that he said a homophobic slur, and he essentially regretted it. He made it clear that he didn't actually mean it. He didn't believe in that statement. He didn't try to but he didn't defend himself either about it. He acknowledged that what he said was wrong. He obviously didn't. He doesn't believe in that stuff. In being that sort of a person. And he said it was off the cuff. But even though it was off the cuff, it's that statement itself carried a lot of weight. It was a very negative thing, and he just was not happy with himself about it. He was not happy with himself about it, and he wanted to make amends. Essentially, he went on the public and almost denounced himself and the statement. Actually, sometimes you just have to do that. You have to be diplomatic about these things. So if you make a mistake, you got to own up to it. Sometimes, I know I've made mistakes before, and I had no choice but to own up to it. I'm becoming a better man for that. Sometimes you gotta swallow the tough pills in order to heal yourself, in order to do what's right by your channel, your people, your friends and family, that sort of thing. With that being said, doesn't mean you can't go fucking buck wild on your own stream. I've said some very very sussy stuff before, but it's all in good jest, and it's not targeted at anyone. It's not referring to the stuff that's like incredibly insensitive, that sort of thing. I've said some weird stuff before on my streams. That is for certain. Boom, boom, boom. boom, 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 boom. Yeah, fly, little monster. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. So let's switch things up a little. Why? Why am I playing this really simple, unknown game? I mean, like we've seen it before, right? Big content creators play unknown games and then them going super viral, super whack, that sort of thing, and able to achieve some incredible success. Well, I'll be honest here. I'm not doing this in hopes that Cheese Moon becomes a huge star overnight. Not at all. After all, like I have less subscribers than her. That's just facts. I have less subs than Cheese Moon. She's been doing VTubing stuff and content creation much longer than I have, if I'm not wrong. But I just why did I? Well, first of all, this game was fun. When I started off, I was like, oh, this is fun, and this seems like a nice little game to just chat with and interact with you guys and stuff like that. And I guess I just want to acknowledge, that she's made a pretty incredible effort actually making a game. I don't know how to make a game, and yet she came out of nowhere and made a game. I know she has some tech know-how here and there. Like she's I believe she's illustrated. She became a mama recently. Or was it Papa? Wait, did she rig? Wait, hold on. Actually, I want to check this. Did she rig or did she illustrate a model? Oh, this is embarrassing. I didn't press. I thought I pressed starting. I thought I tweeted starting now. I thought I tweeted starting now. For this stream, but I forgot to actually press tweet. Whoops. Okay. Okay. She rigged. Yes, she rigged. She rigged for someone. So yes, she's a papa, as we do say in the business. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, lovely. Lots of other folks are doing the thing as well in the YouTube boobies. All right, one second. Okay, let's get back into the swing of things, shall we? How are you folks doing, by the way? Have you folks been able to beat my high score? I believe my high score so far is 93. I might want to actually note that down, actually. I might want to note that down. I'm very certain I did 93. I'll write it down. Okay, you know what? I'm going to write down my high score for this round. My score for this round. And we shall... And that will be my actual recorded score. It's a 25. It's not very high at all, but it's something. Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna pull this up. High score. Okay. Is it 25? It is just a measly little 25, but that's okay. That is all right. Where should I put this? Over here. Actually, let me twist this up a little bit. Put this like that. Alright. And now I can put this down here, right below my Twitter handle. Alright. There we go. Now we can actually note it down. Lovely. Let's keep going. Let's try to beat my high score. I want to get into the triple digits, please. Pretty please. I know I can do it. Please. I was actually able to kill some folks in Valorant today. I should be able to hit triple digits in this game. Please. Jeez, please. Please let me. Okay? I'm not playing this game just so that I can, because I think it's an easy game, okay? No. Okay, fine. I'll admit I'm playing this game because I think it's easy. It allows me to hit triple digits and feel good about myself. Okay. Nah. No. You know, just because a game is easy doesn't mean it's not fun. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, I mean, if that was the case, Flappy Bird would have been an absolute failure with how simple it was. Well, I say simple, but like, you know, mechanically simple, but it was a tough game to like really like rack up the scores. And I seem to be struggling with that as well. 24. 24. No, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I will hit. I said I will hit triple digits. I said I will hit triple digits, and I will. I will. Okay, I just need to be careful not to psych myself out. The moment this game gets into my head, that is when I fail. That is when I fail. I need to have a good start first. Always. I personally find that I get my best hops when I'm just about to touch the pillars. See? If I focus on jumping over the pillars, right when I'm about to touch it, that's when I actually get some very decent hops. And I am safe. The most optimal hops there are. See? Even like that. Even like that. Boing, 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 boing. See? We're doing fine. That's the key to this. Go near the pillar and then hop right over it. There we go. I think another very interesting game that I personally find to be actually simple. I mean, it's technically complex with a lot of strategies and tactics, but ultimately it wasn't that difficult a game, actually. And that was Plants vs. Zombies. Anyone remember what that game was? That was a super popular game, actually. I remember playing that and really enjoying it. And essentially, you know, you're literally a bunch of plants fighting against zombies. And you have to plan them and use your different abilities and, you know, blast away. So it was like a checkerboard strategy game, essentially. And overall, because of how effective the plants were and how many plants you could, you know, just spawn on stage, that game, I would argue, as far as strategy games go, was one of the easier ones, actually. But was it one of the more popular ones? 100%. To this day, people still talk about the original Plants vs. Zombies. The original first version. In fact, it's still available on Steam right now if any of you folks would like to get it. I'm wondering whether to play it myself one day, actually. Because it seems like such a fun game. And you do get to, like, you know, get to be very creative with things. And ultimately, but even though, you know, I would argue that game isn't as challenging as some other strategy games, but because of how creative you can get stuff, how creative you can get. 150, 150. Yes, yes, yes. We've exceeded. We have exceeded. We have exceeded. We have gone triple digits, boys. Can we move on? Can we strive for 200? Are we able to hit 200 for this? Let's see. Oh, I think so. I think we can. Alright, just being careful. Breathe. Woosa. 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 I didn't! I didn't press. Da! Da! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We did really well. We did really, really well. We did really, 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 really well. Okay, I'm going to note down my high score to prove to prove to people. So this is what I need to beat next. 187. Do you folks think I can do it? Do you folks think I have what it takes to beat 187? Tune in and find out. 1 second, folks. Let me just do a little bit of housekeeping. Like I said, I am taking it a little easy tonight because, after all, this is, a pretty relaxing game. You know what? Let's actually change things up a little. Let's change things up a little, shall we? All right. I have another song that I think we could play. We're going to play my theme song. Yes, folks, this is my entrance theme. This is what I have been coming out to almost from the very beginning. This is my song ever since I debuted in my PW. You could argue this is not my first ever song, my first ever entrance theme, but I consider it my first ever entrance theme. This is what I debuted in my PW, and I no regrets. I've been using it ever since. It has been an iconic part of my package, you know. No. Oh, lucky. Oh. This feels so wildly inappropriate. This is like a borderline metal song. And I'm a cute little mouse trying to send love to whatever it is I am sending to. I truly wonder if there is actually an end game to this. We shall see. I don't know. I know that Cheese Moon has made this game live on stream before, but I did not spoil myself if there was an ending to it or not. I suppose we'll find out. So those that are wondering, this is basically Asturias is basically what the song is based on. It is a classical guitar piece, a classical music piece actually, that is been electrified and given the heavy metal treatment, so to speak. Yeah, you hear that bass? Nice. Oh, darn. Oh, it's sort of anxiety is using actually. I mean, as an entrance theme, it's perfectly fine, but maybe for this sort of game, this sounds like a rather odd one. I might choose other BGMs for this. Why not? Oh, need to be careful. Okay, need to be careful not to have too many hops. All right, we're doing good. We're getting into the flow state. Just as I was saying, I was getting to the flow state. I've kerfuffled it. Oh, boing, 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 boing. I don't know. What do you folks think of my entrance theme here? I've been using this for years now. What do you think of it, especially as a BGM for this type of game? Right, I'm gonna let it loop one more time, then we'll change it to something else. Or until I fail this. We'll see. Let me see how far I can go. Maybe this is going to be the BGM that allows me to exceed 187. Up. No, we're going one more time. No, again. Yeah, I'm gonna make this work. I said I'm going to make this work. Damn it. Okay. Calm, Cornelius. Calm. There's no need to get angry at a cute little Flappy Bird style game with a cute little mouse trying to send his heart to, I don't know, a beloved. Maybe it's to his mother. Maybe it's to a lover. Maybe it's to his deity. Maybe this is a mouse angel and he's trying to send his worship money to the god of mice. Maybe. Is there a god of mice? I don't know. You think I'm a pro wrestler? You think I know much about the world? Oh hell no. Okay, you think that when I'm talking about nature, you think it's stuff I pull out of my ass? No, no, no. I refer to the experts for it. Thank you very much. All right, we're in a good flow state. Let's go up, up. Let's go. Oh, need to be careful. Need to be careful. Need to be careful. Oh, no, 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 drop. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, oh, it's getting trickier. It's getting trickier. I can tell. I can tell. Hop, hop, hop. Nice. Good hops. Good hops. Like I said, right at the edge of the pillar. That's where we want to be. Gets into a nice, good rhythm. Just focus. Don't think of the numbers. Just think of the hops. Yes. Oh, hops. Oh, I could go with a good beer. Good beer with some nice hops. Nothing too bitter. I don't like it when beers are too bitter. Something nice and fizzy and cooling. To stave away the warm and baldy nights. It's been raining quite a good bit as of late, but oh man, warm nights are just not my thing. I am not a fan of warm nights. Do you folks like warm nights, or you prefer colder nights? What say you? I am aware there's some elderly folk, and I'm not one of them, mind you. I'm freaking early 30s, all right, so I'm still considered quite youthful. Up, no, 137. Are you? Ah. Oh my. Okay. I'll shush this now. All right, there we go. No, I just saw something on my OBS that I can use. All right, are you ready for this music instead? Let me shift this off first. Let me turn this on. I almost feel like telling a scary story right now, actually. Once upon a time, there lived a mouse in a decrepit house. The house was occupied by a single lonely woman. She was an elderly woman, and to say that she was cloistered and ostracized from society was putting it lightly. This woman was not the image of a cherubic, kindly grandmother. No, no, no. She is the epitome of what many folks would consider a hag, and her community considered her a blight upon society. She was mean, she was dirty, she was cruel. She would make terrible arguments, terrible, petty arguments with her neighbors and those in her town. Her house was a reflection of a darkened heart. Her rooms reeked of smoke. Her walls yellowed from the nicotine. Rubbish was strewn everywhere. Dozens and dozens of illicit items, some legal, some would outright land her in prison, were all around her. And she lived alone. But that was not completely true. For the other occupant in the house was this little mouse, a little brown mouse with black marble-like eyes. The old woman knew about the mouse. And honestly speaking, for some reason, and she did not know why, she regarded this mouse almost as a companion, almost a friend. Merely almost, however. She did not try to feed this mouse. She did not try to care for it. She felt no love for it even. But it was one of the very, very few things in her miserable life that she did not try to cause harm or to bring misery upon. All she did was leave it be. One fine day, however, the old lady felt something was wrong. She felt her breathing getting shorter. She felt her conscience waning. And pretty soon, as she was walking down the corridors of her home, she collapsed. She tried to gasp for air, gasp for help, but there was no one there to help her. However, she heard squeaks. It was the mouse. It was the little brown mouse. From the corner of her eye, she could see the mouse slowly scurrying to her. She knew it was a futile effort, but it was literally her only hope. She begged the little mouse, call for help, call for help. Maybe, just maybe, it would be like those other animals that would try to save their owners, like the dog that led the fire truck to their remote house. Like the cow that saved the farmer from wolves. There have been many stories of many faithful animals that served and were the reason that the owners were alive in the first place. But the old woman's delusions got the better of her. For, of course, she had forgotten that little brown mouse was not her pet, not her companion at all. And the brown mouse, seeing that the woman was barely moving, barely alive, did whatever animal would do in that circumstance. 3 weeks later, the horrible stench could be noticed by the neighbors of the town. They called a policeman, and they arrived. A horrible sight. They found the corpse of the old lady. But for some reason, there on the walls of the corridor where she passed on, there was some satanic ritual, runes, circular runes of unknown origin, drawn with her blood all around the walls. She herself was passed on, laid on the ground, almost deliberately laid there with her arms crossed. The police could see that there was one eye missing, the other still intact. And upon further autopsy, for some reason, the coroners realized that something bore into the eye socket that where the eye was missing, and there was clearly a hole in her brain, almost as if something crawled into her skull and stamped itself there. The end. Wow. How did this suddenly become an improvised ghost story? The things I say and do in my streams sometimes. Well, that was a rather interesting way to go about this whole thing, isn't it? Now, let's get back to our default BGM. Why not? Why not? Hold on 1 second, folks. I just need to do a bit of housekeeping. There we go. All right, all right. Let's get back into the like a normal default type of stream, shall we? Shall we now? Boop, boop, boop. But hey, with that ghost story, I actually reached a new high score, didn't I? 196. Ah, so close to 200. So close, so close. Let's see if I can exceed it. Doing well, doing well. Oh, a little too low to the pillars in my for my personal taste, but it's all right. It's all right. Oh, I'm really cutting it close for this round. What is going on with me? What is going on with me indeed? Ooh, boom, 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 boom. I think one reason why I wanted to do this is because, play a game made by a relatively small streamer. As a small streamer myself, is I just wanted to show people that you can still support each other even if both parties are on the smaller side. Look, if small streamers are willing to support small streamers, then who then, right? And I'm not expecting kindness in return. I'm not expecting Cheese Moon to one day like show up to my wrestling shows or anything like that. No. She's not obligated to whatsoever. I'm just saying that for things to flourish, for things to really, really develop, every success has to start somewhere. And well, I like to be part of Cheese Moon's success. I like to recognize her efforts early on. I have faith in her. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have faith in her. She may be a small streamer, but she's clearly got big dreams, and I want to support that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, 130 already, very good. So I've got some things as well that I would like to do. And a lot of it does actually sort of rely on me actually debuting. Darn. And yes, I have been talking about this for I don't know how long. It's been forever. It has been forever. Since I've talked about my debut this, debut that. Has there anything been shown of it? Sort of, actually, sort of. I've teased a little bit of my debut video. I have mentioned that I actually have my live 2D model being worked on right now. So yes, folks, what you see before you right now, this adorable little soybean, is not actually my actual default official form. Hmm? Hmm? No, this is a placeholder. Frankly speaking, I don't even consider this my chibi form. Frankly speaking, this is not my chibi form. It's merely you could argue this is my pre-debut form, I suppose. But even then, I mean, I'm glad I have it, most certainly. But is it representative of me? Well, not. I wouldn't say not really. More like barely. More like barely. You know. One second, folks. Just adjusting something here. Hope you folks are having a nice little relaxing stream with me. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here we go. Here we go. So am I going to? Am I like suggesting that I'm going to get rid of this once I have actually properly debuted? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Will I be using this in another way? I'm actually not so sure about that either, to be honest. I don't know if anyone can catch the hint of what I'm referring to. But even then, I'm actually not too sure. But post debut, am I intending to use the actual live 2D model? Absolutely, absolutely. But using VTube, however, in particular, that that I can still see me using, uh, still in some capacity. It depends on what exactly. Because that is such a neat little program to use. It's so convenient. So it makes sense for me to use it after all. Oh, 116. All right, all right. Come on, we can keep going. We can keep going. We can exceed 100. I said we don't need a horror story in order to, you know, get a high score. Not at all. Not at all. All right, doing well. Doing well. Oh, oh, that's cutting it close. Need to be careful when the pillars go up high. Oh, ah, no. Oh, that was not careful by me. Okay, here we go. Oh, 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 need to be careful. Need to be careful. I don't want to be squished by the pillars. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ooh, boing, 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 boing. Yes, this mouse is part kangaroo. Part flying kangaroo. Evolution be damned. Oh. Oh. Be careful here. Need to be careful here. Need to be careful here. Okay. Rifle Goon, welcome to the stream. Don't mind me. Try to concentrate and not die here. I intend to beat my own high score. Hello, Cornelius. Hope you're having fun flying the mouse. I am actually. This is a nice little relaxing game. Very different from Valorant from today, where it was a lot more hairy. A lot more complex. A lot more rounds, too. My goodness, 13 rounds? That's so many. Why? Yeah, why is it 13 rounds? Yeah, why is it? Why is it like best of 13? That's so many. My goodness. Here we go. There we go. Thanks for stopping by the way, Rifle-kun. How are you doing? What have you been up to as of late? Oh, boing, 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 boing. Oh, darn. Okay. Need to start concentrating a little bit. 1 second, folks. Scratching my forearm for some unknown reason. Is there a worm under me? Is there some foreign object inside my forearm? I'm not sure. Right, let's keep going. Oh, oi, 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 oi. Doing good. How about you? Doing well. Managed to squeeze in a little bit of exercise just now, actually. You may or may not see why I mentioned doing a workout tomorrow. What I can definitely say about tomorrow is that tomorrow afternoon I'm going to have an interview with Mysterio. Yes, very excited for it. Glad to meet one of my heroes, that pro wrestling icon, Rey Mysterio. So I'm very flattered that he wanted to invite me to his podcast. Actually, who knew that he was a? Who knew that he VTubers as a plate of nasi lemak? That's really exciting. So can't wait for that. Oh, nice. Exactly. And he's interviewed many people across Southeast Asia as well. So that's really exciting to see. So I do wonder what he would like to talk with me about. Actually, I'm not sure. I like to think that I'm a good guest. I can be someone that can provide good content as a result. What do I mean by that? Because after all, interviewee is just supposed to be a conversation. What about it? What am I trying to prove here? Well, the fact of the matter is, sometimes 105. Darn. Sometimes, so one reason why I think I'm a decent talker, a decent interviewee, is because I'm pretty unafraid to speak my mind on certain topics, and to sort of elucidate on it a little bit. What do I mean by that? I mean clarifying and elaborating in ways that perhaps people will not expect. For instance, I did a interview with BFM. It's a pretty fairly prominent Malaysian radio station, and was talking, and the topic was is pro wrestling fake? Literally the first thing I said, literally the first 2 words I said on that podcast, on the interview live on radio, was musical theater. That's literally what I said. And for some folks, they'll be like, huh? Musical theater? Pro wrestling? What is the relation? A lot of relations. Musical theater is a multi-skilled performance show. Very specific format. Pro wrestling is a multidisciplinary performance show. Also a very specific format. You see what I mean? You see what I did there? So that's the analogy that I use essentially to really just illustrate as to the sheer absurdity, the sheer complexity of what I'm doing. I mean, there's biting. Oh yes, yes, yes. I think there still is some biting in musical theater. I'm sure there's like a. I'm pretty sure there is a Dracula musical somewhere. Pretty sure there is. I see. Yes, exactly, exactly. Oh, boing. So, sometimes, put it this way, a lot of guests are going to be what we call well-behaved guests. Uh, I almost am trying to be contrarian. Actually, what do I mean by that? Usually, when you are being interviewed, you're supposed to like give your answers, elaborate on things, defend your point. Sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I literally do the opposite because that's interesting. Because that actually gets people talking. Like literally, one of my replies to when the guy when the interviewer said, "Isn't pro wrestling fake?" and my answer to was, aren't movies fake?" I'll clap back. I don't give a shit. Sometimes it's fun to hear people clapping back. Not everyone can do it, and it's definitely not a very normal thing to clap back in Malaysia, or to have witty comebacks, or to speak in a rebellious way. Dude, I grew up with Western media my whole life. I've trained in the art of talking for a good chunk of my life. I'm a pro wrestler, goddammit. I better know how to clap back. I better know how to promo. I better know how to reply to folks in ways that will get people talking. You know? I definitely got some people talking, some folks curious about my match versus North Phoenix Diana because I said that she was an illegitimate champion. Okay, it's promos like that that allowed me to make some headlines, to appear on national television, to get people talking, to appear on national on freaking radio stations and stuff like that. You know. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, that was too close. That was too close. Need to be careful. Need to be careful. I need to be careful not to like get too low to the pillar. Just like right at the edge of it. Yeah, right at the edge of it. That's where I want to be. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice little rhythm. This is a nice rhythm. Oh, I like this. I feel good about this. Okay, okay, let's keep going. Hmm? Hmm? So I've said some wild things in my lifetime. Don't intend to stop. Don't intend to stop. See, that's actually something that I think a lot of newer content creators, a lot of new performers need to learn. Is the whole like yes and thing. What do I mean by that? It means agreeing with something and keeping the conversation going, keeping the performance going, as opposed to like, for instance, if I were to say to another improviser, "Hey, there's a giant mouse over there," and if person B were to say, "Oh, but there's a little mouse over there," he's what he said wasn't wrong. If it was an improvised scene, yeah, it could be right. But we have like literally, but what he did was almost derail what I was saying. He was moving the topic to something else, even though what I was saying there was nothing wrong with it. He should have basically said something along the lines of, "Oh no, giant mouse, what are we gonna do?" Something like that. You keep that ball going, and I guarantee you, it will get funnier and funnier and funnier, as opposed to like rejecting my statement, trying to switch it up basically, or trying to do things your way. That's just and not to say that this rule can't be broken. I've seen this rule broken with flying colors before. Seen done successfully before, but it's very risky. You have to be very careful. That I would recommend you want to break that rule. Work on actually refining that rule first, and then when it's the right time to break it, go ahead. But otherwise, yeah, it's one of those rules that in improv, in improv and improv theater in general, to be adhered to. I mean, like, and I can absolutely say this in terms of streaming as well. For instance, I remember streaming with Roy, and I know that's like a really great example. Roy was being real sussy that whole stream, just saying some weird shit that really just exposed him as a what's the opposite of dom again? Sub, yeah, as just like the alpha sub of like Southeast Asia, and and I obliged him. I obliged him so fucking hard. It was hilarious. And Honeyrow as well. To my surprise, and mind you, she's someone that doesn't. I don't think she came from a theater background, but she really picked up on it really quick and just like went with the flow. And she did it with flying colors. Super impressed with her actually, because she's not known. Because I don't remember her having actually proper theater training, but there she was, just going at it, just going with the flow as much as possible, and I applaud her for that. There we go. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was too low to the edge there. I should have bounced higher. Oh, that was a tricky one. Oh, it's getting, yeah, the ones that go up really high, I have to press twice, and I don't like that. That makes it very tricky. That makes it very tricky. Yep, something like that. I have to practically press twice. It feels this one feels really really hard because it feels like the pills are going up really high for some reason. See? Wow, this is a tough one. I have to really concentrate on this a little bit. Apologies for not talking as much, folks. This one I feel is tricky. Oh, that was a tricky one. What is with the stage? This particular level is tough. My goodness. All right, here we go. I think that's actually one of the reasons why I was so drawn to the whole VTubing world, actually. Because, and not to say that other streamers don't. Oh, darn, 89. Yeah, this was a hard one. This is a really hard round. Not to say streamers in general don't collaborate with each other. But with VTubing in particular, the sense of community and collaboration and working together. Really, really fun. I think it is because it stemmed from the whole idol agency thing where, VTubers typically, because of Hololive and Sanji, they almost always don't debut alone. They're almost always in a group, right? Right? But of course, with one huge exception recently from Sanji, every other group, like the recent Holy Ian group, I'm sorry, the recent Sanji Ian group, they debuted with 6 members in one group alone. Or one generation alone. So I think that's where it came from, basically. This idea of a community and working together and interacting with each other, because after all, we're all a bunch of crazy, wacky cartoonish figures. Like even I'm one right now, in a way. And you know sometimes that dynamic can be super interesting. I mean, what happens when you put a pro wrestler trying to befriend a scary ghost orb, you know? Or what happens when the ghost orb considers a little amnesiac elf girl her VTuber sister? And what about the amnesiac elf girl, you know, trying to learn stuff from the big scary, well, actually short and scary VTuber wrestler uncle person? Well, what happened then? See, it's all sorts of crazy dynamics. They can play around with that, you know, by the power of animation, because we're animated. You know, we're supposed to be wacky and crazy, so it almost makes sense for these crazy interactions to exist, and make sense for it to exist. You know. Whether it being cutesy wootsy or, let's face it, I'm not cutesy wootsy, but I'm a little more on the grumpy wumpy side, I suppose, which has its own charm. I hope. I don't know. Am I charming, folks? What do you think, folks? Am I charming? Let me know. Am I charming? Ignore the mouse dropping to its death. Am I charming? It'd be good to hear you folks' opinions on this. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see if we can make it a good one. I have a good feeling about this round. Oh, a little close, a little close. Oh, a little close. I need to focus. Apologies if I'm not talking much now, folks. But I need to focus. There we go. Yep, this round, I really want to get good. I'm actually wondering whether it's ever possible for me to get really into a mechanically complex game. What do I mean by that? Well, mechanically complex refers to things like fighting games or wrestling games. Rhythm games, maybe rhythm games as well, actually. You know, games that basically the controls are complicated. Something like Apex Legends is a difficult game, very, very difficult game. But I would not consider it mechanically too complex. After all, it has all the tropes of a of FPS. Anyone who's ever played an FPS games will be very familiar with all those controls. You know, WASD, mouse, um, shift and control for crouch and sprint, that sort of thing. You know, that's very familiar. You know, I would argue that Apex Legends, the controls are very similar to Minecraft. You know. And Valorant and Left 4 Dead and Doom and all these sort of games. But something like a fighting game? Oh my good god. Even to do a single special move, you need to swing your controllers this way. You need to press this button with that button. You want to do a combo, you got to like do all of that. Ah, darn, 162. And more. There's even some control inputs where you have to literally spin the entire a joystick, the entire stick, just to do a single grapple. Do you realize how hard that is? I don't know how people do it. I've tried. That is nearly impossible to do. Such a difficult thing to do. Oh. Ah. Oh, you know what? Okay. I think it's actually a high time that I've actually had this thought just now. Gonna have to wait for me, folks. I'm going to try to find. I'm going to try to find something. What was it called? Okay. I hope I don't get into trouble doing this. It is a copyright-free music. I remember there was like a very famous one. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Okay, hold on, folks. I'm just searching for some music, other music to play with this. Oh, what's it called? What's it called? Oh shoot. I remember it was like a very funny it was a really funny music actually. But I've forgotten what it was. Oh darn. What was it called? Oh darn. Oh, I cannot remember. Oh well, oh well. I suppose it's alright. It's alright. We can switch it up. We can switch it up. Let's go for my typical BGM, I suppose. You know, it's quite alright. It's quite alright. Oh, here it is. Ah, there we go. Oh, need to be careful. There we go. Ah, hold on. I need to get into the flow of things. 1 second. Just adjusting myself, and I don't mean in the special region. No, no. Okay, now it is, but like, you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Oh, oh, need to be careful. Oh, this is a little dicey. This is a little dicey. A little too close for me. Okay, that's better now. That's better. I'm most comfortable at the edge of the pillar. Once I'm at the edge of the pillar, that's when I know it's safe for me to hop. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, I mistimed that. Here we go. Boing, 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 boing. There we go. All right, all right. I almost want to like bounce to the beat actually, especially the click. But that will mess me up so hard if I try to fly with the beat. Nope, nope. Bad idea. Bad idea. By the way, folks. By the way, what sort of games would you like me to try? I'm always open to hearing um, people recommending me games or other activities to try out. Anything you like me to try out? I mean, look, I will try. I'm willing to give anything a shot. I'm literally playing a free game made by a VTuber here. Come on, come on. So yes, if you like me to try anything out, I'll give it a shot. I mean, I literally played Jump King because someone recommended me to. So I'm game. Oh, need to be careful. Need to be careful. Oh, I need to be careful. Need to be careful. Oh. Need to be careful. Need to be careful. Oh, no. I'm in a sticky situation. I am in a sticky situation. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Wake up. Oh, gods. What am I doing? I'm memeing. That's how bad it is. I'm memeing. Oh, ho, ho. Okay. Okay, we're a little better now. We're a little better now. We're a little better now. Okay, we're doing good. Oh, it's still really dicey. It's still really dicey. But we're alright, we're alright. Oh, gods. I can feel it. Is it going faster? I actually cannot tell. I actually am not sure. I don't think it is. But there are a lot of... But these... Oh! 165. Ah. Oh, man. Seriously, am I actually... Is my high score literally going to be 198 just because I did a horror story? I improvised a horror story. Is that literally the reason? My goodness. My goodness. Oh, well, we keep going. We keep going. Wait, is it called Flying Squirrel? Hold on. I need to check. I meant the music, by the way. The famous non-copyright music. No, it's not called Flying Squirrel. Was it Flying Monkeys? It was flying something. Is it this? Hold on, folks. You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm gonna have to turn off desktop audio. I just realized I had turned desktop audio off the entire time. Wait, Rifle Queen, if you're still there, you could hear music just now, right? Right? That would be really embarrassing if there was literally no music at all. I believe even if I turn off desktop audio, music can still be played, right? At least for my OBS. Okay, I'm going to turn off again and just try. One second, folks. 1 second. Here it is. Okay. Yep, this is the music. This should be fine for me playing this. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Turn on desktop audio. And play this. Yes, folks. We're playing this. We're playing this. The music is called Monkey Spinning Monkeys by Kevin McLeod. Yes, the bard of YouTube. Oh no, this is the exact kind of music you play when playing this silent game. I wonder if Cheese Moon was thinking of this song, this music, when making this game. This seems exactly the kind of music that she should be using. If she were to ever make a background music for this game, this should be the song. Oh my god. Oh gods. Okay, I got this. I may need to head to the little wrestler's room, ladies and gents. Right after this round, however, I can definitely feel the calling. Nature is calling, and you cannot deny it. And I hate to deny its calling, especially because I bloat. I do notice that I bloat really, really hard. Like my belly will like swell. It's an ugly sight, and I hate it when my belly bloats before a match, because it'll look unsightly. I'm trying to like have a decent figure here, and here I am, bloated as all hell. There we go, nice. Okay, good. Okay. Apologies, folks. I was adjusting my wrist. Keep going. All right, nice. Right, do let me know if you cannot hear the silly YouTube copyright-free music, right? Because I think you can hear it. There we go. Nice rhythm. This is what playing rhythm music is, rhythm games is like. Oh, FYI, I don't play rhythm games. Not because I hate them. No, I enjoy watching them actually when streamers play it. The thing is, however, is that I am. I don't know how obvious this is, folks. I am very, very careful with copyright. Like you sometimes see me show off those clips of me wrestling, right? It's because I literally ask permission. Like the one in Grapple Max in Singapore, I asked permission from the owner. Hey, could I use this for my streams and for a certain project that I can't talk about right now? And he said, yeah, go for it. And I use copyright-free stuff, or it's stuff that I've commissioned for, stuff that I know won't get me into trouble, because I just don't want to deal with copyright, Not even if they claim that it's royalty-free. If it's royalty-free, no, copyright-free. Copyright-free. That's only when you see it's copyright-free, then it may be safe. Like even then, it's still a maybe, but a higher chance of it being like perfectly fine to be used. Because that's what it's for. Copyright free is supposed to be like for everybody, essentially. Okay, I'm hitting triple digits pretty often these days, which is a good thing. This music's so silly. There we go. Nice. Right, very good. Very good. Good. So, yes, unless if I have straight up commission for something, or if it's straight up copyright free, I prefer not to use that music or the footage or the asset, that kind of thing, Like if you've ever been on my Twitter, you'll know that I have used like assets galore, but all with the caveat that it's free to use, and I don't mind crediting. That's the other thing. I make sure to really credit whatever it is. Like this is Cheese Moon's game. I'm crediting her on stream and in my descriptions. There we go. Oh, darn. Come on. Why am I suddenly so sweaty with this game all of a sudden? I really want to get to 200. I would really love to. Now I'm legit focusing, actually. Just trying to get into the groove of things. I want to hit 200, man. Come on, let me hit 200. I just realized I haven't gone to the toilet yet. Darn. Okay, I'll go after this round's done. After this round's done. This round will hit 200. I can almost guarantee it. Oh. 51. Oh, darn. Okay. Where's my BRB? There we go. 1 second, folks. I'm going to use the little wrestler's room. be right back. Wait, what's my BRB? Oh, there we go. Alright, 1 second, folks. Guess who's back? Back again. Corny's back. Tell a friend. Would you tell a friend that I'm here still? Would you share? Would you share my presence to the others? Would you do that so kindly? Would you? Would you? Alright, right. Enough groveling and facing my own mortality. We keep on going. Let me let's take a quick swig of me hot water. I always try my best to have a thermos next to me. Because guess what? Talking makes you parched. Hot water indeed. Lovely. Now, let me just adjust myself. Alright, you know what? Final round. Let's see. Let's make this a good one, folks. Let's go. Yes. Focus mode on, by the way. I am like greased lightning. I'm like monkeys spinning monkeys. I am like fish on the barrel. I am like the noisy mouse as opposed to a quiet mouse. I hit all of the net. I am the payday. I am the whirlpool that takes all the poop away. I am the tooth fairy that will snag all the teeth. I am the puke that is sprayed up in the sky. Why did I say that? No, I'm just recalling some weird memories now. that's what's happening. Some very, very strange memories. Indeed. Oh, that big drop or that big climb is really, really tough. That definitely makes things a lot tougher. But I just have to keep at it. Oh, nice, beautiful. Oh, there we go, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, sweet home Alabama. Actually, I'm surprised I haven't done like an acapella song to this yet. Do I want to sing a song? I don't know. It's been a while since I sang songs, especially English songs, because I've been listening to so many Japanese and Vocaloid songs. my memories of English songs is actually kind of waning, actually, unfortunately. How's that song go again? Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life has just begun, but now I've gone. Oh, I knew it. I knew Bohemian Rhapsody will mess me up. Oh, darn. Oh well, oh well. You know what? I've said all I can say, and I have have touted Cheese Moon's greatness enough as it is. This fantastic little adorable game. I'm really proud of her. Proud that she actually did something with herself. Actually created an experience of a mouse flying to deliver his love to wherever the fuck he's going to. I don't know. My horror story that I improvise at least has closure. This, I don't know if there'll ever be closure. This is a true Sisyphean effort that perhaps one day, and I doubt it'll be me, but someone, hopefully a VTuber, can reach the end to. Yes. Yes. Oh well. I think I'll leave it there, folks. With this silly YouTube copyright-free music. Yep. Okay, folks. That'll be all now. My name is Cornelius Lowe. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you wish to support my content. And as always, have a lovely night. Yeah, I might as well end it with this silly music.